want the scoop on gear. Yeah. Future Tech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey.
All right, let's dive right into FutureTech with the Elation PULSE series. The Pulse Panel, Pulse Bar L, and the Pulse Panel FX. These are lighting beasts. We're talking about over 100,000 lumens of output. That's enough to blow even the most seasoned production guys away.
100,000 lumens. Okay, break that down for us regular folks. Is that like stadium lights on Macs or?
Sort of, but it's not just brute brightness, it's precision too. You've got RGB LEDs and cool white LEDs, all controllable in zones. And here's the kicker. Silent operation. No fans. You know, traditional concert lights humming in the background. Gone.
No fans? That's huge for like quieter events, right? Like acoustic sets or gala dinners where every sound counts.
Exactly. I had this gig recently, a theatre production, where the ambient noise was a major deal breaker. We brought in these pulse bars and they saved the day. Zero noise, and they lit up the stage like magic. Silent but deadly effective.
So they're ready for what? Outdoor concerts too?
Absolutely. Fully IP65 rated, so rain, dust, coastal locations doesn't faze them. These fixtures are built for battle. You could throw a monsoon their way, and they'd shrug it off.
That's brilliant. What about effects, though? Sounds like a lot of setups, maybe tricky programming, no?
Not at all. That's what's killer about these. They've got DMX, RDM, ArtNet, SACN, and ClingNet. All these protocols let designers go wild with effects. You want zone-controlled bursts of light that ripple in sync with music. Easy. You want dramatic washes or strobe hits? Done.
Okay. I'm seeing why these are on riders for every major gig now.
Yeah, once you've run a rig with pulse panels or bars, you're never going back. They're like, how do I put this? They're the Swiss Army knives of lighting gear, except industrial strength, and they actually deliver no compromises. Speaking of real-world uses, did you see anything about the New Year's Eve show at the Seattle Space Needle? That's where Illuminate Production Services turn the night into a jaw-dropping spectacle of light and colour. All thanks to the Pulse Bar L.
Wait, isn't that the one with fireworks and a drone display too? How did lights even stand out against all of that?
Exactly, that's the point. The pulse bars weren't just accent lights. They were the backbone, creating bold flashes and colours that danced with the fireworks and drones. They even managed to cut through the smoke left by the pyro, which is no easy feat, trust me.
Whoa, so the lights didn't just get lost in the action? That's impressive.
Impressive, yeah, but expected. With Pulse Tech, these fixtures delivered over 100,000 lumens across the 600-foot needle. I mean, the direct view RGB effects alone were enough to frame the structure beautifully, like it was glowing from the inside out.
Okay, so that's Seattle. What about something more, interactive, where the audience feels more immersed?
Glad you brought that up. Check out the We Belong Here festival in Central Park. It's got this 360-degree stage, pulse bars lined across 26 staggered truss towers, mimicking New York's skyline. During the day, those bars looked vibrant even in sunlight, but by night, absolute brilliance. It was like an evolving light show in sync with the whole environment.
26 truss towers? That's a lot of gear. Did it blend okay with the whole skyline vibe?
Oh, perfectly. The staggered heights added depth, and the pulse bars worked triple duty as strobes, washes, and eye candy. Designers ran effects pixel by pixel, creating layered looks that transitioned seamlessly from day into night.
Wow, that's serious versatility. And I think, I experienced something like this recently. It was maybe 3 months ago, mid-size venue gig, but they had these pulse bars rigged all around. The way they synced lighting with the artist's build-ups and breaks gave me chills.
Ha! That's exactly what they're made for. It's that emotional punch where the lighting becomes part of the performance. Makes total sense why audiences rave about these fixtures.
Totally. And it's not just the audience, it makes the whole venue feel alive, you know? Definitely a game changer.
Speaking of transformations that make a space come alive, let's talk about one of the most ambitious uses of the pulse bars yet. The Flusser-Brücke Bridge transformation during UEFA Euro 2024.
Oh, that historic bridge in Frankfurt, right? I saw some pictures. It was dripping in national colors. How did they even pull that off?
It was an insane setup. They had 48 pulse bar L fixtures, extending those colours vertically, like beams into the night sky. But here's the cool part. It wasn't just about throwing light around. These bars danced in sync with music, playing like a giant instrument. Reflections off the water made the whole thing come alive.
I can imagine the reflections just doubling the vibe. It sounds like the visuals weren't just background, they were the show almost.
Exactly, it was immersive, like stepping inside the concept. Even with all that brightness, they only ran those fixtures at 20% capacity. Can you believe that? They're that potent.
Wow, it makes you wonder how many other events could benefit from that kind of creativity. Like, I'm thinking clubs. Any big post-renovation projects stand out?
You're spot on. Truth Nightclub in Johannesburg. They hit the jackpot with Elation PULSE after a complete rebuild. That venue already has a legendary status, but the lighting took it to another level.
Legendary? How so? What makes Truth stand out?
With 5 dance floors and a reputation for hosting underground music legends, it is an icon. Post-renovation, they incorporated everything from pulse bars to panels. Flexible, ridiculously bright, and with insane control options, the setup enhanced every corner of the club, elevating the energy to match DJ beats or creating moody, atmospheric vibes when needed.
And I bet the flexibility is a lifesaver when you have a mix of events on the calendar, right?
Exactly, and it's not just flexibility, but efficiency. Their drop bar system let them hide and reveal lights dynamically, almost like magic. And the strobing? Completely immersive. They nailed the balance between lighting spectacle and maintaining that intimate underground feel.
I mean, the way these fixtures keep popping up in global hotspots, it's clear they've got people's attention. From bridges to nightclubs, where do they go next?
Well, that's the beauty, isn't it? Pulse fixtures prove that when you have versatile tools, there are no ceilings, only possibilities. Whether it's lighting icons like the Space Needle, festivals in Central Park, or nightclubs in South Africa, the impact is universal.
And that's what makes this tech so exciting. It's not just about the fixtures, it's about the experiences they shape for people around the world. Truly global.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, folks, that wraps another episode. Thanks for tuning in to another look into lighting innovation. Lacy, always a pleasure chatting with you.
Likewise, Chris. And to our listeners, keep an eye out for these fixtures at your next gig or event. You might not notice them at first, but they're definitely making magic happen.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Geezers of Gear FutureTech. Cheers.
Want the scoop on gear? Yeah. FutureTech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey, yeah. Let's go. New gear vibes. New tech jive. Gearheads unite. We keep it live. Oh yeah.